vibing.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the next session of Cogs of Calamity. This time, we are exploring the mysteries of Snowhaven. As a quick recap of what happened last time, the party had ended up accepting Darcia's deal and begun preparations to investigate the house that they were going to be participating in, only to learn that the house was no larger than 5 feet tall and some form of magic was going to be involved. Preceding the start of the event, Darcia teleported the party inside the walls, and the house is now surrounded in this form of magical darkness. With the only way to proceed being to go down. The party, after exploring, found 2 individuals that seemed to be passive. One man that was cowering in a corner and seemed to be in some sort of crazed state, and another which was a person turned into a gargoyle who is now traveling with the party. The party is at the moment locked in combat, as the house is now starting to come down due to some eruptions from Torque's explosions. So the house is shaking. There's this weird, like, blackish red ooze coming from where the primary explosion just happened. And it is top of the round. Let me swap. All right, I'm going to swap to something here, Ash, and then if you can take over.
Awesome.
After this.
Do we have our turn order saved from last time?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, Zeno. You just worry about the game.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll just listen to the Federation of Winders for half a second.
I don't have session permissions to do that. We will figure that out later. Just copy my... Oh, wait, hold on.
I can copy it.
Yeah, just copy my command and then put it in.
All right, thank you. Welcome in, Ria. All right, so turn order is there. I think it should be completely visible for the party. So over here on the left side of the map, we have this this black and red blood. I should change the color, or this black and red ooze more accurately. Coming out here. Let me shift the color to what I said it was, which is not black. It's not red and purple. It's there we go. It's seeping from the wall. It did not succeed in opening up a hole like you had anticipated, and the party is currently in combat. As a quick heads up to what static effects party members have, Shade currently has both a spirit weapon and see invisibility that are both up, neither of which are concentration, I believe, and Torque has his flamethrower cannon out. I don't think I forgot anything else, but if I did, then yeah. All right, top of the round is Shade. So Ink, it is your go first.
Yeah, so my instinct is to heal myself, because I realized I have 8 hit points. But before I do that, actually, I am going to use my spiritual weapon to... I'm going to scoot him over here and take a swing at that ghast.
Okay, make an attack.
Yep.
Okay, can you make a roll to hit first?
Oh, whoops. Got ahead of myself.
Alright, okay, a little inaccurate, but it does hit, and you deal 8 damage to the ghast, as you just cut it from behind.
Awesome. And then actually, is anybody else kind of like not doing too hot?
I think I'm fine.
Friends?
I have all of them.
I literally only lost 1 health.
Okay,
So
then
far.
we are not going to use
Yeah,
our
just the cleric's the only one been taking damage.
Yeah, we are simply going to heal ourselves at first level here.
I would recommend leaving the room as soon as you do.
we heal, and then we leave. Cool. Can I get past Torque?
Yeah,
Yes,
you can just
move
sidestep
to
past him.
us.
Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me.
No
Oh,
problem.
hey guys.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Then it is Yuri's go next. TK, you're up.
Alright, do I need to make a saving throw?
From the gas, that's a very good point. I should need to pull up my character sheets. Yes, please make a saving throw. Constitution.
Alright. Let's go. Alright,
All right,
there we
you're
go,
fine.
19.
Yep, you're good.
Brilliant. We're gonna go ahead and stab. But who to stab?
I thought you said dab for a moment, and I was like, interesting choice of tactics for the battle.
That's what I do when I put up my shield. I just stab and it blocks the attacks. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stab this mummy right here, or attempt to anyway.
All right, make your roll.
21.
Hits. Roll for damage.
5 damage.
Okay, damage taken. You're kind of starting to expose that it's getting pretty weak. All of them actually are, except for the helmed horror, which is still relatively uninjured, I think. But everyone else is getting pretty weak.
All right, and yeah, I'll just stay right here.
All right.
And dab.
Most likely going to have to, yes.
All right. So the first gas is going to be coming up and making a claw attack on you, and the other one will be making a claw attack against Mark. But the 14, it'll just clash up against your armor.
Oof.
Mark is not so lucky.
No.
Yeesh.
Or why am I calling him Mark? His name's Frederick.
I was kind of like, who's Mark? But then I was just like, I'm probably wrong. I'm just gonna go with it.
No,
I mean,
I'm
he
wrong.
looks more like a Mark than a Fred, so.
I think Mark is his dead friend or something like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh
actually correct.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's Mark right there in the corner.
You've literally dead named him.
Oh no.
I don't think
cancel
that
me, please.
means what you think it does.
Do gargoyles happen to be like immune to the paralyzed condition or something? Just like throwing it out there, or is he a goner?
Well, yeah, unfortunately not.
Oh.
All right, so the gas does hit Frederick, hits him pretty hard, and he is paralyzed at the moment.
Dang. I was gonna ask him to move out of the way of my flame cannon. Now he literally can't do that.
The helmed horror is then going to charge forward. Never mind, it has a ranged attack weapon. It's not going to move. My bad.
It doesn't want to move to get +2.
Well, it was planning on attacking Torque, not Frederick.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's going to drop its sword and pull out this halberd and then make an attack against Torque.
Come at me.
Or have like a quarter cover.
My
or
AC is
something.
20! Get wrecked.
But you have shield, right?
Oh, wait, do attackers win ties?
Roller wins ties.
Oh, damn. Let me see if I have shield. Then again, if it's just 6 slashing damage, well, I don't suppose I get to know if it has additional effects until after I decide whether or not I use shield.
Well, yeah, are you casting shield? Here, I'll hide that.
I wonder what it could be.
Who knows?
It could be
knows?
6 damage, it
I
could be
do
a
have
boat, it
shield.
could be anything.
Wait, this can't be right. There's no way I'm out of first level spell slots. I've only... This says 0. Did I...
Maybe when we long rested, something about the thing didn't
I could have
refresh?
sworn the only spell I cast last session was Catapult. Like,
I
correct
thought
me
that
if
was
I'm wrong.
correct.
I don't think I cast anything else.
I don't
but
remember you
should have
casting
two-
anything but catapult.
I should have 2 first level spell slots left. I must have forgotten to like add a number because it defaults to 0. But I have 3 slots total, 1 slot used. 2 slots remaining. I do have shield, so I could burn one of my 2 remaining slots on shield. I'm full HP. I'll let him hit. I'll let him hit. You know, he rolled a 20. We'll be a good sport about it.
All right, 6 slashing damage,
All right.
and then he's
And
going to
he's
make
hit?
his second attack for 24,
Damn.
which is going to hit for an
Rolling.
additional 13 damage, so 19 damage total.
Ooh, I'm wishing I'd use that shield about now.
No, you could have used it on the second attack too.
19, 29. That's gonna put me down 20. I'm at 10 HP. Jeez.
All right, Torque's turn.
It's a separate attack,
sorry.
right?
Yes, they were 2 different attacks.
You don't want to shield the second hit.
Well, if I didn't shield the first one, that would probably imply I'm not planning on shielding the second one since the AC would hold for both, and I shouldn't just choose to shield the second one after I know it's 13 slashing. That feels like metagaming. I don't.
No, it definitely is once you know the damage number, but yeah.
If I didn't know the damage rolls, I wouldn't have shielded the second attack because I chose.
All right, fair enough.
Damn, 13 slash. Yikes.
All right, but the Helmed Horror's turn is over, so it's Kailash's go next.
Okay, I'm just gonna move up here behind Shay, so that's 5'10". I will take a shot at the mummy, the wounded one to the left of, I think that's the cannon, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right, make your attack.
Okay. Dupe. 22 minus 3 still hits?
Yeah, that hits. This mummy's relatively slow and does not wear armor.
For 18.
All right, a massive arrow goes flying through it and pierces its skull, and the mummy drops down.
Nice. And then I will move, I guess here, just slowly trying to get further away. And I'll end my turn there.
All right. As a reference, this red circle is a table. It counts as difficult terrain because like the table was just kind of thrown there, but otherwise you can move through it or around it.
Okay, awesome.
The mummy died, so I'm going to move it. Frederick has to make a saving throw to see if he can move. He cannot, which means at 1 it is Torque. Chris, it is your go.
All right. I have a cannon with a move speed, I believe, of 15. Is there a way I can burn everybody? It's 15 foot
Would the
cone.
cannon move through Frederick Square to get?
So I can burn everyone, but that would... No, actually.
It's fine if it's hurting me. I don't really care.
Well, there's this poor Frederick over here.
I can take it.
However, I think we've ruled that the cannon can be on a space, so I'm gonna have my cannon. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm gonna have the cannon go underneath Frederick, and then 15-foot cone to hit the ghast and the armor. that work?
Maybe I'm not understanding how your cone would work.
I think if you move like right here, it'll definitely do it, but it'll hit him.
Oh, like how you angle the cone.
Right? Like,
Like,
yeah,
that
I don't see how it
technically-
hits both of them from where you're standing.
But it technically barely clips the side squares. But I guess it depends. Like,
I'm not gonna say
small
that
overlap.
hits.
That's fair.
That's dubious at best.
In that case,
It
I
is
think
how cones
actually,
work, though.
If I move, let's see, it's 15 feet movement speed. I can move into the corner of the room. Where is?
Well, the corner in the bottom right, that statue was the Helmed Horror, so it is empty now. It's not occupied by that statue.
Oh, sweet. Okay,
Yep,
so
that's
if I go here, I think I can angle my cone to catch these two.
Yeah,
Ooh, yes, you can.
you could probably like aim down.
Yep. That's what we do.
Like that.
That's what we do. We missed one gas, but we also missed Frederick and Miss Yuri. I think it's totally worth.
All right,
Um,
you need them to make dex saves.
Yes, DC whatever my save is. I'll get that in a moment. And 2d8 damage, fire damage. So that's a DC.
Oh, it failed. Rolled a nap.
That's actually, I believe it's a DC 14.
All right.
Might be higher
Well,
than that.
one of them rolled a nat 1, the other one rolled really high. So the
take
ghast,
half the success.
you just wheel the cannon around and the ghast immediately just lights in flames and drops on the ground. The Helm Horror tanks it pretty good, but you also hit him.
Then, so that's my cannon's move. It's 30 feet to the door. The house is collapsing. What do I do? I am going to try to save the person I said I was going to save, and leave my cannon to do my damage. So I'm gonna move my 30 feet towards this door. And I'm going to try to open it with my thieves' tools.
Make a sleight of hand check or a thieves' tool check. I suppose it's both the same.
Thieves' tools, dexterity, right?
Yep.
21.
Some
let's go.
hand's not in combat. Can you help him?
Technically he could, but he does not need the help here.
All
You
right,
can open the
brilliant.
door.
I believe I could actually. Well, no, wait, hold on here. That takes an action to open the door, right?
It takes an interact with object to open the door, and it took your action to pick it, I believe.
Action to pick. Okay. That was my
So
question.
you could have the door open or closed. It's your choice.
Oh, definitely open. I was only bringing it up because I was going to see if I could dash, and the answer seems to be no.
Nope.
Because my cannon didn't use any of my resources because it's cool like that. We chill like that. Or it might use my bonus action. I need to read
I think it uses your bonus action. Yeah.
Ultra's cannon. Action to create. In any case, I've used up all my stuff I have on my turn, so I'll go ahead and pass it while I read this block of text.
All right. Harold's not going to act. However, he will act on initiative 0 whenever he does end up acting. Augment the round counter. This black and reddish ooze starts to spread. As it now takes up the space that it was previously spreading to. This ghast and mummy that were standing here, they seem to both light on fire as soon as they get in contact with this ooze, and are now burning.
Did anything happen to Shade's spiritual weapon that's in the ooze?
The spiritual weapon's not in the ooze, it's levitating.
Oh, it's floating above it.
Mm-hmm.
Time to use that flying speed, Yuri. Let's go.
All right, it is back to top of the round, so Ink, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my weapon do my work for me. Come over here, stabby stab.
This is not an enemy.
Mark is friend.
No. The guy is though, right? The armor.
This guy, but you were 10 feet away.
Yeah, you can move. You just have to move one more. Basically, you just have to move here.
Oh yeah, this guy, yes.
Like this? Wait, I'm confused.
To one of
Are
the
you
two. You
attacking
either have to go
this
there
guy or this
or
guy?
there.
Oh, okay. So I have to go here. Wait.
There.
If you want to attack him.
Oh, I have to
yeah.
be on him. Okay.
It's a 5-foot radius, so it has to be in that little bubble.
I see. Okay. Now I understand. Thank you.
Yep.
Let us. Oh.
That is not high enough to hit past the armor.
Sad face. Well, I'm gonna keep backing up. Yuri's got that, right?
If you can, I'd suggest continuing to move with the rest of your movement and using maybe some healing on our dying friend.
Our dying friend. Oh gosh. Oh, Torque. Oh, buddy.
Torque will actually ask you to heal Frederick instead of him, because he wants to make sure that they make it out alive, and he thinks he'll be okay. He might be wrong though, so you can choose whether or not to honor his request.
Yuri.
Okay. We cannot save our friends if we can't save ourselves first. And
Fair.
to heal you for. What do I got? All right, we'll do level Level 1. Cure wounds.
Nice.
10.
I will take 10. Thank you.
Okay. If you have any more movement, you can feel free to spend it. Otherwise, we will see if Yuri can deal with the rest of the room by himself. Because TK, it is Yuri up next.
All right. Moving away. Go for the AOO.
Okay, I actually need you to make a con check at the start of your turn as well.
Wait for what?
Because of the stench.
Am I not immune to it?
I can't read. You're immune to it. You are A-okay.
What? Why are you immune again? Was it like an immunity to poison?
If you
damage?
pass the con check, you're immune for 24 hours.
Yep. On a successful save,
nice.
it's immune for 24 hours. See, he
I'm
knows
gonna
the
go
monsters
ahead
that we're
and
fighting better than I do.
Shield that because I'm not trying to risk paralysis.
Okay. All right, so you can conjure up your shimmering shield to block the attack.
Yeah, I just dab on him.
The head cannon is whenever you dab, this like mote of light like appears and blinds them for half a second. And it's just,
I'm gonna go ahead and he's paralyzed, so he can't resist, right?
Frederick, that is correct.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grapple him and drag his ass out of the room.
Let's go.
He's paralyzed. You just yoink him out.
And if I can, I would like to rotate to put him behind me.
You can.
All right.
Get down, Mr. President.
I think that was most of my movement. I maybe have 5 feet. If I let him go, I can move there, but at the same time, someone has to block this. So, yeah. I was right here, right? And then
Yes.
I moved here.
Yeah, so I think that you can move to block the door, which is what you were wanting to do.
Alright, so I could like move right there then. Alright,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's within your movement, and I think that that'll be it for your turn, right? No bonus
Yeah.
action?
That's everything. I do not, unfortunately, have any bonus actions.
All right, well, the ghast is going to lunge at you. What does that sound? And he's going to try to make a claw attack. Wow, that is a miss.
Brilliant.
The helmed horror is also going to approach you and attempt to make an attack. That's a miss on the first and a miss on the second.
Nice.
Hey.
I am the impassable wall.
Yeah, they're all charging at you. They're trying to get past you, but they are missing their attacks. They just can't break through your armor, which means it's Kailash's go next.
Okay. I'm gonna move up one to see if I can. Okay, 2. Wait, do I have line of sight on this idiot? Hold on.
Yes.
Not quite. If I move up one more, how would line of sight work in here? So like,
For that
I
guy,
could
I think you have
technically-
half cover, but if you approached a little bit more and had like an angle of like that, I think it might like technically be
how
better.
about this? I just spend my entire turn running around in circles trying to get a good
You just line up
spot
an
on this
arrow and you
guy.
just pivot.
Okay, I'll move one over to the left to be safe. Would you say this counts as cover? It is a very narrow thing, but
I'd say that's yeah. I'd say that you can make that shot there.
Also, cover doesn't matter for you. You have sharpshooter.
that is true. Is it half cover?
Yeah. No, you just ignore
Half and
cover,
3/4, I
believe.
think you just ignore it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, that's true. I will use one of my fighting spirit charges to give me advantage on this attack, and then I will boink. Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Bring a sharpshooter. Let's go.
I don't think it. Oh, it does count. Nice. So 19.
All right. You're able to just shoot right through one of the full plate sockets, and it seems to like really to really hurt him because that arm that you shoot immediately drops the stance that he was holding. I
Nice,
gotta put a
okay.
little red marker.
I would like to take hold of that hand.
It's still attached to him. He's still using
Yes,
it.
I know. I know.
Okay,
He just grabs his arms like, give it to me.
seeing,
This is mine now.
seeing Yuri try that, I will use my action surge to try and take aim at the weak point of where his arm is still dangling off, and take another shot to try and sever it. Oh man, okay.
I appreciate the effort, though. Thank you.
All right. Does Kailash have anything else for his go?
No, that is everything.
All right. It's Frederick's turn. He breaks his paralysis at the end of his turn, so he can
Let's go,
move and
Frederick.
think again. Which means it's
I
Torque's
will
go
tell him.
next. Or, sorry?
All right.
I can move the second he gets a chance.
First things first, it's time to burn. Make those dex saves. Only 9, but still not bad.
Only 9. I have to move the sword because I can't target the helm horror when it's underneath it.
Nice.
All right, that's a fail.
Okay. Helm horror is going to take 9, and the ghast is going to take
Is it
4.
rounded down or up?
It's down.
Round down. Always, unless otherwise specified.
Mm-hmm. All right, but you light both of them on fire.
Would love to see it. That was my bonus
Hey.
action. Then for my main action, we're gonna get into this room and see what is happening. We're gonna go here. Harold, we gotta go. The house is collapsing down on us.
You go to try to snap him out of this fog that he's in. It doesn't seem to work at the moment. He's still just as shaken, just as like in that same state as when you last saw him. He hasn't even noticed that the house is shaking.
Can I use my action to try to snap him out of it?
I believe that was already tried and it failed. Because that was tried last session.
It half succeeded, if I remember correctly. It got him to respond, stop repeating things over and over again, but didn't like fully break him out of his trance.
That's correct. Yes.
Has he regressed since then? Because last time he did respond to my inputs, but now it seems like you're saying he doesn't respond to me at all.
He does not respond to you. That is correct.
Okay. I still have an action then. I did try. So basically, you're saying that I tried that earlier. It didn't work. So it would be better if I spent my action on something that might do something. So I'm imagining
Like grappling him potentially and just dragging his ass out.
I can't reach him for a grapple this turn. I could dash to be in grapple range, or I could. Do any of these spells help me? Doesn't look like it.
And you catapult him.
Oh my
The
god.
problem is when he comes into contact with anything, he'll take 3d8 damage. So, and that's if it would have let me throw him as an object, which is dubious at best. So I guess I will take the dash action to get within grapple range for next turn.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Harold doesn't seem to like your presence, but still seems relatively unresponsive. The ooze is going to continue spreading, but otherwise it's Shade's go.
Okay. I feel like Shade would probably also being somewhat heroic minded. Try to get this guy up. Can I move that far? 5, 10. I can't really.
Where did you start?
Over here.
Then yeah, you should be. Well, not all the way over to Harold, but you could get halfway there.
Right, but then the question is, I could sleep him, so he doesn't resist.
If he is not immune to it, that is a viable strat.
Yeah, why the hell
Because
not?
then you could just be grappled and dragged out.
Also depends how much HP he has left.
Yeah.
He could be
alright.
chonky. We don't know.
Oh
Don't know until you try.
Harold, you're coming with us whether you like it or not. I'm gonna sleep him.
All right. Roll roll your sleep effect. And how much
I
health do
believe
you
it's
have
a-
right now, Torque?
I don't know if there's any way she can put the sleep where it would only hit Harold and not me.
Probably. Yeah, you could
Oh.
probably angle it. It doesn't
Yeah,
just
you know,
affect
just-
Torque.
it's a curveball sleep.
Just aim it. Just aim it 20 feet away, so that it only. It only.
Put the house to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it'll stop dying.
Oh wait, holy shit!
That's actually a fantastic question.
Hold on.
Harold does not have more HP than the house.
Fair. It does target lowest HP.
I don't know how this spell works because I can't roll for
You
it.
roll 5d8, and then that's basically starting with the creature with the lowest health. You subtract from that. If the creature's health is lower than the amount you have left, essentially, yeah, it falls asleep.
I got you.
All right.
All right. He is asleep.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Big brain.
Torque will give you a big thumbs up. Neat. Now I can get this guy out of here without him struggling.
Preferably before the house kills us all.
Preferably before the house kills us all.
All right, Shade still has a bonus action.
I sure do. Where's my knife? Where'd he go?
Over here.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, let's whack this, Who's more menacing? I guess I'm just gonna hit the armor guy, because I know how bad Yuri wants his hand.
You'll more easily hit the ghast, but I appreciate the support.
Oh, wow. Yeah, roll damage. That
Thank
hits.
you for the hand.
You're so welcome.
That hits him pretty hard as well. He's still up, but he's not doing great.
The hand? What about the hand?
He's not a hand yet. He's still a full person.
But did the hand come off?
You're hacking the hand off. Actually, he's probably
Dang.
weak enough that if you wanted to grapple and forcibly remove the gauntlet, you probably could.
Add dismemberment to 5e.
You just gotta be a battle master.
Oh, is that actually a maneuver?
Well, here's the thing. If someone only punches you and there's a disarming strike, you can disarm them.
Nice.
He's been disarmed.
Unless they're
Would
a
that be
druid, because you
considered
can't take a druid's
underhanded?
right to bear arms.
Wow.
Druid.
What were you saying, TK?
I'm just gonna hold an action. I'm gonna fly up 5 feet and hold. No, actually, no, I won't fly up 5 feet. I don't want to give them passage. I'll hover off the ground very slightly. Stay where I'm at, but I'll hold an action to fucking book it the second they get consumed by the ooze.
All right. Okay. Okay, so you're holding basically to initiative 0 then, because that's when the ooze spreads. The gas is gonna make an attack against you in the meantime. They're both gonna make attacks against you. We'll see if they hit.
Yep, that hits.
Out of first level spell slots?
No, I have one, but we need
you
it
wanna
for the
save it.
plan.
For the plan. What's the
Yeah,
plan?
to get out of the house
Yeah,
alive.
what plan?
I explained it
Oh.
last time. Get to the roof,
okay.
featherfall our way down so we don't fucking die.
Oh, right.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay, so the gas makes its attacks. The Helmed Horror is just having no luck with this halberd. But I do need you to make a con save for the claw.
Alright. 18.
All right, just 8 slashing then.
You have a 20 con?
No.
Oh, no, you have
16.
proficiency in con saves.
Yeah, because sorcerer.
Dude, that's a nice proficiency.
Yeah.
Alright. It's Kailash's go next.
Okay, I'm gonna use another fighting spirit charge just to give myself advantage, and then longbow again. Yay.
Delicious.
Make attack. Roll for damage.
15.
Damage.
All right, you have your target in your sights. You're aiming at the elbow so you can remove the gauntlet section, and your arrow flies true. Not only does it remove the gauntlet, it downs the helmed horror.
Yes.
Yuri, take the hand and run.
Amazing.
That's the plan.
Yuri was holding his action so he could yoink the gauntlet
I
the
will
moment
give
it
him a thumbs up with the hand that just came off.
I guess then I'll use my movement to get 30 feet to the right. So here, and that is my turn.
All right. Frederick is just going to follow. Yuri's orders and fly towards the exit. Which means it is Torque's go next.
All
Chris,
right, first
you're
we
up
can see
next.
if we can burn up this ghoul. Ignore the second one. It's 9. I clicked it twice on accident.
Oh, even if you don't kill it, it's gonna die.
Yeah, the ooze will eat it.
It does fail its saving throw, so 9 right from the first one. So it takes 9 damage. It's pretty weak at this point.
I mean, can my cannon escape? Is this technically a valid move pattern?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my cannon will barely make it out, and then watch as the ooze consumes what's left of the ghoul.
What about? Okay. All right. So the cannon's watching the ghoul burn.
Then I'm going to try to.
You want to attach the cannon to me so that it like.
Sure, it'll climb and attach itself to you.
It grew
With its,
legs.
Love
spider
the song.
legs. This is a cool song. And then Torque's going to try to grapple Harold, I guess, which is terrible because my strength
You
is
succeed.
abysmal.
You
Immediately.
succeed
Oh,
automatically.
sleep. Let's go. Sleep
Shade put him to sleep.
auto-form. All right, and then we're gonna drag him. In that case, then I'm gonna spend my turn. Oh no, grapple auto succeeds, but still takes an action, right?
Yeah.
So I can't dash, but I will move my full 30 feet. Which will
15,
get
it's
me-
halved because of.
Oh, is it halved because I'm carrying him?
Mhm.
Yep.
Ooh, it's gonna take me 2 billion years to get out of here. With dash,
Well, you
it's
could-
a little less long. I'll go-
Shade could also like grab him
Like,
off
we could,
of
like,
you. You
pass
could
him
willingly let go and just
We could
Yeah.
Relay race him.
basically.
Yeah, I guess I'll reach out and hand him to Shade.
How
so
strong are
Shade's
you? Could you toss him a couple times?
next. Hot potato him out of here.
Plus, we also have his friend who could potentially help once, you know.
True.
Oh, wait, no, he's just gone. Damn, must have a hell of a lot of movement speed.
He dashed, and yeah, he's fast.
Yep, that be my turn.
All right. Harold is asleep. The ooze spreads. It does not instantaneously consume the ghoul, but we will see if it burns and dies. And it does.
Let's go.
Nice.
The fire
Yay.
damage wasn't wasted.
All right, and yep, Yuri can make your
The
movement.
cannon is with me as well.
All right, it's top of the round. It's Shade's go.
Oh man,
Oakley dokley, we're getting the hell out of here, right?
perfect freaking song for this situation.
Okay, I am taking Harold, and I guess I'm gonna dash 5, 10.
You won't be
Actually, I
able
don't
to
need
dash by
to.
once you take him.
Yeah. I'm gonna over here, but with Harold. Oh no, he's lost. Thank you.
It's cool.
Um,
You don't have permission to move his token, so like, yeah, I gotta move him.
beautiful. What's the plan? Are we running? Are we fighting?
Run. Everything
I don't
is
think
dead.
we have much left to
Run.
fight.
I think
Okay.
I think the plan was to run upstairs and hope that the barrier has been broken in a way that we can jump off to our safety.
Okay, wonderful. Do I have anything helpful for the moment?
Or worst comes to worst,
No.
we're on top of the house when it collapses, and so we're still mostly safe.
Yeah, I can.
So,
I
so the
can
house
give us
doesn't collapse
Featherfall
on
even
you.
in that situation. Long as the house doesn't fall apart into ooze that'll kill us.
Okay,
That
I
would
guess
suck.
this is probably just me overthinking it, but can I hold a guidance just in case anyone needs it?
Sure.
Yeah, guidance is that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just in case.
Since everything is dead,
yeah, I'm actually
are we still?
just looking at that. I'm
Well,
like
if anyone
bouncing
needs to
between
make a
pages.
check for something randomly, you know what I
We
mean?
need to be on initiative order because there's like a limited number of turns till the house collapses, and that's like how
That's true.
how honest as we run. But I don't know. Or we could say that, or Corwin could just know that there's enough turns left that we could make it out, and then we just like hand wave us to the roof. That also technically works, but it all comes down to the
Okay.
dramatic tension.
So here's the question: is the party just rushing to the top, or are you trying to like backtrack and figure out if you missed anything?
We are trying to, at least as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to book it.
I think we've hit every single room in the entire house. We were very thorough, except for the room that is now consumed by ooze.
Yeah, we know
And
that the
wherever that
man.
monocle was on
the
the
funny man
bookshelf,
is-
like we
yeah.
didn't find that.
Mhm.
Well, he might be looking for his monocle right now upstairs. You know, we sent him.
He could be. That is true.
Hopefully, he finds
Okay.
some more things for us to take.
All right, I will clear us then, as the party is going to be able to outrace the ooze. I do need one batch of dexterity saves though, as the moment that you get nearly to the top, stuff is going to start being thrown about the room as the house is shaking back and forth pretty violently.
So this is really cool. Shade, you said that you held a guidance, and I believe guidance can be used on saving throws.
Yeah.
So you
No.
can choose to give it to somebody. I don't know if you need to do that before you see the results, though. You might want to choose to give it to the person with the worst sticks.
That's what I was thinking.
Unfortunately, guidance is for
It
ability
only
checks
works on
only.
ability checks.
Oh, it's
yeah.
ability checks
Oh.
only. Okay,
Yeah.
that's my bad. It was a different one. It was Bless that did saving.
Yes.
Oh.
Less applies to anything.
Do I have that? I'm the
It would
worst
use a
cleric
spell
ever.
slot rather than be a cantrip. Not worth it.
Bless is so good. Bless is always so
Oh.
It's
remember that.
good when you're in a situation to take advantage of it.
good. Which is every situation.
I don't know about that.
Man, an extra D4, you don't think it's much until you roll a 4, and then like,
I've rolled enough
Yes.
ones on the D4
yeah,
that
you know,
it's...
Oh, jeez.
even then it's like equal to an ASI, so it's not nothing.
Ooh.
I'm the clumsy one.
Where is my dex score? It is lame. Was it dex save?
Dexterity saving throw, yeah.
All right, how bad is it?
Oh,
Oh man.
Not great.
can I give them a hand? Can I give them each hand?
Give them a hand each. I would say that you can probably give one of them advantage because you have not tamed the new hand yet. You haven't communicated with it. It's just a feral
the
hand
hand.
at the moment.
Oh my god.
You haven't
All
passed it
right.
in a pal
I think Torque is in worse condition at the moment. I could be wrong. So,
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter by how much you fail a save if you fail it, but yeah, it is a
I think
Yeah.
you're talking in terms of HP as well. You're just.
That's fair.
My HP is not accurate. I actually have 14 HP, but that's
It is
fine.
less.
Save torque.
Yeah,
So you get to
then,
make
if-
you get to make the roll with advantage, Chris.
All right, I'll make another one. Let's go.
All right. The hand basically picks up and drags Torque to safety. People that save take 3 damage. Shade will take
What's the DC?
7. The DC was 13.
gotcha.
So yeah.
This music is so good.
Okay. All right, so you're all able to get to the top of the building. It's shaking back and forth. At this point, it's not just like it doesn't feel like it's crumbling. It feels like it's moving as if it was like a boat on waves. But you're all to the top. It's still moving like this. The sphere of darkness is still here as well. But you all have an action before the house continues to shift.
Can I just press up against the barrier, see if it's still there?
The barrier is still there, yes.
Well, shit.
Is
Well-
there any gaps?
Not that you see, no. It looks like the barrier is not necessarily attached to the house, but it's just surrounding the entirety of the house, because the house is moving back and forth, and the house is actually clanging against the barrier as well.
Interesting.
If the house collapses while we're on top of it, like if you like held your reaction to cast Featherfall, like we should be fine.
Oh, I have an idea, guys.
Which would suck.
When the house falls, we all jump just before it hits the ground. I've heard that works really well.
Sounds good. We all have
If I cast Featherfall on everybody, can I like theoretically just fly us to safety? Because if it slows your descent, I could see an argument being made that it like reduces your weight, and so it's easier to carry them. And so if we just make like a human chain,
I'm not entirely certain it works like that.
like a human warforged turtle tiefling chain.
If it was something like levitate, where it does like kind of remove the weight, I'd say so, but you're still falling relatively fast. You're still falling 10 feet a second. It just protects you from damage. So I would say that it's still that's not really doable. But you could just cast Featherfall as the house collapses, or as you all fall off the house.
Okay. That is my default plan. I'm
Does
just worried
Featherfall-
about the ooze.
Does Featherfall reduce the rate of falling, or does it just remove damage?
Yeah. Falling creatures' rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends.
Well, I guess it could. The house could collapse faster than we fall, and we just land on top of the rubble. If there even is rubble. You're right, it is a living thing.
Can I Eldritch Blast the barrier?
You Eldritch Blast the barrier. It seems to just absorb it, though.
Can I use my cannon as a jetpack?
No.
I use his cannon as a jetpack.
Okay. 1 second. Let me move us to where we need to be.
I could Misty Step, but only once we're 30 feet close to the ground.
Yeah, I don't have any actions to take that would be particularly helpful right now, unfortunately.
Yep,
If
I'm
it
moving
absorbs
somewhere.
his Eldritch Blast, maybe we could all try hitting it with a ranged attack at the same time, see if that overloads it. I don't know, I'm just shooting in the dark here. Haha.
I'm not against it. I don't have many shooty spells, but I could.
Ooh, actually, no, I do have an action. I'm gonna withdraw into my shell.
Oh my god.
All right. So the house continues shaking violently like this. It seems to almost shrink in size, and then it will almost buck you all off. Yuri's able to react and cast Featherfall on everyone, so you're not going to take any damage. You're slowly flying down as a part of the building just erupts open and shows you these jagged teeth and the interior that you were in no more than 3 seconds ago. Let me move us, because I should have moved us.
Apologies, I had to AFK for a second.
Oh boy.
Well, you're saving us
Oh
all.
boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I think I moved everyone's tokens. Yeah, I think I moved everyone's tokens. When ready, I need you all to re-roll initiative.
Jesus.
Alright, so I used Featherfall, right?
Yep, you protected everyone from the fall.
Alright, solid.
Let's go.
Whoops.
Can we see the spectators and everyone around now that we're out? Is the darkness still up? Like, where are we in relation to them?
The darkness is still up. It's just a little bit outside of this. I could draw a giant sphere so you can let them so you can know.
Ah.
The spectators are to the north side. So they're up off of the map.
Convenient.
Yuri can see them because of see-through magical darkness, but people that can't see through magical darkness can't.
Yuri, how does our host look? Is she worried?
How does she look?
She seems impressed. She's not at all worried. She seems to be smiling and enjoying it.
Cool. I'm not in
man.
trouble for blowing up the outside of her house.
Looks like
Don't
she's
tell
enjoying the show.
Ugh.
All right, the house rears up and is now very awake. It's Kailash's go. You move just a little bit before the house will.
Okay.
Just
I
as a
will-
heads up, I no longer have spell slots, so I will not be able to shield anymore.
Yeah, I will just back way up and loose a shot at it. Oh no. Does a natural one hit, you know?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Yeah.
That is a miss. All right. Do you have anything else for your go?
No, that's everything.
Okay. The house does seem to be rather slow, but it is going to approach and it's going to try to ram Yuri.
Oh, good. This can only go well.
I think it likes you.
Oh. Not a good start.
Yeah, I can't protect against that. So,
Oh,
GG, guys.
no. No.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm down.
No.
Horrible start to the boss fight as it just crawls towards you and just flings you up, dealing 23 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Suddenly.
it's Shade's go next. That's all it had.
Phase 2.
I'm going to have to. I'm gonna have to healing word. I think
That's still really good. Bringing a party member back onto the turn order is really.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Especially
Could
when
you,
have to make
like,
this thing,
drag my unconscious body away first so that
Yeah,
I'm not.
you're right.
so you don't suffer that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
gonna-
can't protect against it. Yeah,
Let's drag you
I'm-
back over here
Preach.
behind my sword.
Alrighty.
All right. Yep.
And then I will healing word.
Okay. Roll to see how much
Thank
he's
you so
healed for.
much.
Oh, it's
Mm,
second level. Wow.
could be better.
8 is enough. I can fly.
Love that.
Okay.
And then
Anything else for Shade?
I guess I'll just whack him, or at least I'll try to.
Yep. 22 hits.
Cool. Don't eat my friends, please.
For
Nice.
11 force damage.
Stab him in the chimney.
Okay. All right. You charge up, or your sword flies up and stabs him. Is there anything else for Shade's go?
I think that's it for now.
Okay. Right after Shade's turn, your see invisibility is still on, and for a second, you see that ghost that was following you that was following the party back as they were traveling up to Snowhaven. That ghost seems to reappear and is flying towards it looks like the party at the moment. But it's flying
Wow,
towards
great
you.
timing.
Our ghost friend is back.
Oh, just what we need. More trouble.
Let's hope he's just as non-aggressive as he was last time.
Otherwise, it is going to be Frederick's turn, who is going to charge forward and attack, because Frederick has no, like, regard for his own interest.
Let's go, Frederick.
He does not think that he can die. He is made out of stone.
Frederick, no.
I just saved you. Don't die on me.
Frederick attacks with his claws, but I have to... Never mind, I'll just roll it and then remove the crit damage. Oh, wow. Okay. He literally rolled minimum damage on that.
Frederick.
I'm helping.
Frederick.
He's doing his best.
All right. How tall is the house?
Now it's about 20 feet, 30 feet.
Okay. How tall is the darkness bubble?
Pretty significantly larger. You could go very high up. I want to say maybe 80 feet at the moment, 70 feet.
Okay.
The house quartered in size, and the darkness bubble didn't change from when it fit originally.
70 feet is exactly right. Nice.
And is this like black circle the edge of the darkness?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And it's one way, right? So like...
Yep, they can see
Anything-
you. The party's not supposed to see them.
Devil's
All right.
spell.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fire off an Eldritch Blast at this thing.
Let's go.
I'm assuming an 11 does not hit.
An 11 does not hit.
Yeah, I'll just be here, hoping not to die.
All right. You
Next
fly
turn
up.
should be a little bit better for me.
Okay, all right.
You like to eat so much. Chew on these. We're gonna toss a grenade right down its gullet.
Nice.
With a catapult
Hey.
spell.
Oh, you're catapulting a grenade.
Yeah, why not? It takes an action to throw it anyways.
Okay. All right. Real quick, I want to check who's carrying Harold so I know where to place him, so that I make sure that
Yeah,
Torque
it's-
doesn't accidentally catapult Harold at him.
Technically, I
I haunted him
am
awake as soon as we fell.
It has to be an object between 1 and 5 pounds. Unfortunately, you can't throw a person. I
Yeah,
really
but
wish you
nobody
could.
likes raw. Nobody likes rules as written. Everybody likes rules
Rules
as
as
intended.
implied,
And rules as
obviously.
intended says that if someone's
Yeah.
sleeping, you can catapult them.
You know what? I
Oh
will
my
take
God.
this. But I need it to make a Dex DC 14 as I toss a big old bomb at it. I'm gonna toss my best bomb at it. Bomb number 1. Please do not succeed. Your Dex save.
You catapult the bomb. Roll your catapult damage.
Let's go. It's 3d8. Yeah, 3d8 bludgeoning. Not great. Not terrible. 10.
Not terrible, but pretty solid hit. You fling the catapult as it hits, and then the explosion will go off. This is the only bomb you made that you're confident in, and results immediately show as it deals an additional 10 fire damage as its mouth kind of pops open from that explosion.
Let's go. And now that its mouth has forced open, I'm gonna have my cannon crawl inside and start doing 2d8 fire damage.
The cannon
Does
can
it still
crawl
get a dex save?
inside. I'll allow that, but it is going to suffer consequences. It's
Fair.
crawling inside of a living creature. It's not going to do good things for it. It's not gonna do good.
Oh, I should have used my
Godspeed,
action
cannon.
mending it out of combat. I forgot. Oh, well. Yeah, additional 2d8. I need another dex save. 7 fire.
I think
Because you're
we did mend
inside?
it outside of combat, didn't we?
Not when the house
I
was
don't think it took-
collapsing the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on the roof where we all got to have one action, and I went into my shell because I couldn't think of what to do.
Gotcha.
I should have instead mending to the cannon.
Gotcha.
Because
Sorry,
you
what were you saying,
crawl,
Cole?
because you have the cannon crawl inside. I'm going to say that it can't make a dex save because there's nowhere it can dodge to. It can't barrel roll. So it takes the 7 fire damage.
Let's go.
Hey.
And that's Torque's turn. Actually, no, Torque will actually move because why wouldn't I move away from the party? So if it wants to do like an AOE, I'm somewhere else.
What? AoEs?
All bosses gotta have those.
Those don't
Anyway.
apply to me.
Yeah, where's the earthquake attack? Freaking ground pound.
You want it to be an earthquake because you fly.
All right. Here's the problem with crawling in its mouth, though. I need a Constitution saving throw from the cannon. I don't know if it can make those. It might just
It
auto
does.
fail.
It can make any save, but it makes it as if it had a 10 in the score. So it just rolls a +0. So that's a raw d20.
Okay. All right. Make your con save.
Hell yes.
Wow.
Brilliant.
All right.
There are
so
no
you
consequences.
you take 2 acid damage.
Let's go. We're down to 11.
It's back to the top of the round, which means it is Kailash's go.
Okay, I'm gonna use my final fighting spirit charge to make a longbow attack. 17 hits? No, 14. Sorry.
14 just barely pierces its bark.
Okay, whew. For 21 damage.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. We're just
Taking
hitting
a
this thing
punch
hard.
with that hit. All right. You're able to shoot one of its eyes, and you're partially blinding it on one side.
Oh
It's
yes.
taken a massive beating this round. Does Kailash have anything else?
No, that's everything. That's what you get for trying to eat my friends. And the cannon, I guess. He's a friend too.
He's a friend too.
All right. Well, it is the house's go next. So it's going to make a bite attack on Frederick and then keep moving.
Oh boy.
No.
No.
Frederick.
Ruh-roh. All right, he deals 13 piercing to Frederick, and Frederick is going to have to make a strength saving throw. But he does succeed, so he does not get eaten as well.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yay, Frederick.
Oh my goodness, this house is big.
The house then chonks forward. All right, it is Shade's go next.
Okay.
So, yep, it's your go.
Do I do something risky and fun, or do I do damage?
I mean, are we playing a
Um,
game called D&D, or are we playing a game called D&D?
Let's see. You know what? No, wait, actually, I don't know if this will work. Hold on. Reading a spell. A part of me wants to command it to just turn around and walk away, but it will need to die eventually. So, yep, okay. Last second spell slot, I'm gonna Guiding Bolt.
All right, make the spell attack then.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Nat 20.
What a
roll
crit.
damage.
How do we do crits here again?
Just click the button twice. It's
Beautiful.
double rolled damage.
Love it. Love to see it. There we go.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh. All right, it's dead.
40
And
something
advantage on the
damage.
next attack.
It
Nice.
bites.
Yeah.
It bites Frederick, and then it starts charging at Shade, mouth open, dragging a pile of snow, and Shade just fires this beam of light into it.
From their
for
eyeballs.
How much damage?
That would
42.
be
42 damage.
damage.
It is the answer
to death.
to the universe. It's just 42. It takes a massive hit from that guiding bolt. It's still up, but it's hurting now pretty heavily.
I would also like to take our new BFF Harold and run towards my. Well, actually, it's getting pretty close to Torque. I don't want to leave Torque all by himself, so I'm gonna run over here with Harold. Buddy system, you know.
All right. Do you have the movement to do that?
I believe so. 5'10". Yep, that should be my
Your
movement.
movement's halved when you're carrying somebody, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
if you're
that's
dragging him, you'd be right there-ish.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, right over here then. Oh, hey, wait, that's our ghosty friend, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to run that way?
Mm. I do not know this man's intentions.
Look, he's gone now.
Yeah, I already decided. That's okay. That's fine.
All right, we're committing to the bit.
Yep,
He's
we're
a friend. He is a friendly ghost.
Oh, hi, new best friend.
Okay, all right. He doesn't seem very concerned about you. He's just going to fly right on past you.
Now
Let's go, friend detected.
How much movement was that? I can't count.
15? 15?
He's going to move about right there, and then he's just going to stop. He is facing the house, though. So he comes here, and then he turns to face the house. It's just not making any movement. Frederick's turn would be next, and Frederick, being the brave gargoyle that he is going to make a bite and claw attack against the house, both of which hit.
Let's go,
Nice.
Frederick.
Now
all
the
laying
only
into
question is,
the
can he do
house.
damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, seems like he can.
11 damage. You
Deals
love to see
11 damage. All right, and then it's TK. It's Yuri's go next.
All right, can I move outside of this black circle?
No, you can. You basically can come up against it, but it is preventing movement.
Well, there goes my plan. Yeah, we'll just continue to move further away from the house. How far can I go?
Just flee the house.
Pretty much. So I'll move like right there. My hands
I mean, it
with
hits
me.
hard.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire another blast at it.
All right, go ahead and make the attack.
Nice.
That is absolutely a hit. Roll damage.
Oh, thank goodness. 10 damage.
Ooh, 10. Max
All
Eldritch.
right.
Let's go.
Max would be 13 for me, look.
All right.
Thankfully.
that's right, with it.
But close, very close. Way better than my average. That'll be my turn.
It's getting pretty weak. It's gonna be Torque next.
All right. First things first, we're going to burn you from the inside. Oh, only 7 damage, but still.
7 damage that it can't dodge. Taken.
And then we gotta decide what to do with our last first level spell slot. I'm out of bombs, unfortunately. I could try throwing raw nitroglycerin. I think I have one. Let's see, how many nitro do I have left? I have one nitro that hasn't been converted into a bomb yet, but that who knows what the hell will happen if I throw unrefined nitro into it. It might explode, it might not. It's gonna be super. I imagine the whole thing is like turning it into a bomb makes it predictable. It's super unpredictable in its raw form.
You still have C4, I think.
Do I?
Yeah, you have bomb 4 still. You have bomb C4.
Oh, the questionable bomb?
You rolled a 10 when you made it.
I mean, hey.
The problem is, though, my cannon is inside of its mouth, which means if I throw a bomb, well, I can technically not throw a bomb in its mouth, but it might be resistant. Well, we actually haven't seen it be resistant on the outside now that it's changed to a creature. It's a fair point. You know what? It's the boss. I have a bomb. We're gonna do it.
It's like a dog
Oh,
dogo.
yeah.
You have to put a bomb in front of it, and then it'll eat it.
But we are gonna move away first, and we're gonna hit it on the other side of the house, away from Frederick.
You mean you're going to try to move away?
Yes. Sorry.
It has an attack of opportunity, my friend.
From here?
Oh my god.
It has a range of 10 feet.
That's more than 10.
20 feet.
That's not where you were, was it?
I could have sworn I was more than 10 feet away
I
from
think
Maybe I
that's where
wasn't.
Torque was.
I was
Okay,
either.
alright.
I'm not sure. I might have been.
I
don't
thought you
think
were
I was,
here.
I would have to be this close to it.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure I was further than 10.
Alright.
I might have been 15. I could be wrong.
That
I'm
looks right.
multitasking things. I could have been. I could be wrong.
I think that looks right.
If everyone else is sure, I don't want to just have.
Okay, I am looking at the VOD because I just hit the clip button, so it takes you a little back. You were within 10 feet,
I
unfortunately.
was. Okay. Oh, you can like see it back in
Ooh.
time. That's cool. Cool. Okay. It was in 10
Smart,
feet.
smart.
We have it.
Do I
We
still
have the
want-
recordings. You can't lie.
I wasn't trying to. I genuinely thought I was further.
I know. I'm
Oddish
done.
went all cop on us.
I could. Oh, I could stay. I could stay within 10 feet of it. That is true. But if I'm within 10 feet of it, I might get caught in my own explosion. Decisions. I have 17. I'm gonna hope that my 17, my AC of 20 and my 17 health will be enough to tank a hit. So I will attempt to move, and I'll trigger the op attack.
It's gonna make a ram. But it
Here we
does
go.
not hit.
Let's go.
Nice.
20 AC. And then we're gonna get the hell out of here. About here-ish.
You can flee.
Then we are gonna catapult the sketchy bomb pretty much directly into here because it's really far away from other party members. Yes. First, we're gonna do the catapult spell. So I need a DC 14 save. Sweet, it fails.
Nice.
So we're gonna roll 3d8. 7 again. We're not rolling great on these dice, but whatever. And then we have this. See what the sketchy bomb does.
All right. 1 through 5, it does not do anything. 6 through 10, it explodes like normal.
All right. Sweet.
Hey.
You can roll 44 for this. I still need to make like a full table for how to like manage these bombs for right now.
Very nice.
It is
So
just
17 damage.
barely still up, but it is able to repel that blast that it just took.
Sweet. We have a whole round of actions before it goes next. We should be able to down it. I'll pass the turn on to Kailash.
Your cannon's got to make a con save first.
Right. It's just a flat D20. 3. It fails. How much damage does it take?
10 acid damage.
10 acid damage. It is at 1. It was at 10.
Oh boy.
That's what the house is at. Funny. House and the cannon, both objects at 1 health. Top of the round, Kailash. If you hit it,
Okay,
it goes down. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'm gonna take away the sharpshooter
Yeah,
damage
probably
modifier here.
No, you should do it for the style point.
Yeah.
I should do it for the style? Fine, peer pressure. This is what it is now. If this misses, I will use my luck point to reroll that though. So that, okay, perfect.
Hey, style
it does
point
not miss it.
achieved.
How do you want to down the House of Horrors?
Just from like, he's just like peering out through, I guess that's a tree, but like he's just hiding behind the snow. Just like Lord of the Rings style, pulling back a bow. Like, even though this thing is the size of a house, literally just carefully aiming it into one of its other eyes and releasing it, and it just like goes right through its fucking head.
He shoots it with
Hey.
such skill that he curves the arrow and it goes through all of the eyes.
It goes through both eyes on its way through. And the house falls to that arrow.
Woo!
Hell
I
yeah.
think the cannon might die.
No.
It might. Does it need to make a dex save to see if it can crawl out?
It doesn't need to make a dex save. Someone has to be able to get it out of the house.
For the
Which
house
would be a
next-
strength check from their part, because the house basically collapsed. They'd have to open the mouth so that it can roll out.
So just to clarify to the group, this cannon will automatically desummon itself after the hour is up, or how I think it was like an hour.
I think you
and
could also dismiss it as an action too.
I can also dismiss it and resummon it, spending a spell slot. So it's perfectly fine to let my cannon go. It did a good job. However, if you wanted the style points, you could try to save it from the dying house.
I imagine
It's-
Frederick just does that on impulse.
Yeah.
He's just that kind of guy.
Upon the goading, Frederick will. If nobody else will do it, he'll go save
I'll
the
lend
cannon.
him a hand, but that's all I'm gonna do.
Which one?
the only one that I can currently command.
Oh right.
Or you give him advantage. He's able to lift this thing up, and the cannon is able to get out. Chris, please move your cannon.
I'm free.
But Frederick gets attacked.
No.
No. You
Or
didn't say
attempts
anything
to, but
about
damn,
that.
this guy has horrible attacks. Crawling out of the house of the horror, there is the one-armed helm horror with his halberd that attempts to stab Frederick, but is unable to pierce his stone flesh. It's Shade's go.
Wow, there's so much.
He's returning
How
for
did
his
he
hand.
survive the ooze?
Yeah, I'm going to. Where did my little sword go? Oh, there he is. I see him. I'm gonna smack this fool.
Smack this fool.
How dare he show his face? Get out of here.
That hits.
How much damage do we see?
Oh my god. Roll 20, please. Thank you. 12.
All right. He wasn't fully healed, but he did look like he regenerated from when the party did fight him, and that he was like partially through his regeneration. But that is a pretty big hit and drops him back to at just about half health. Does Shade have anything else?
Does Shade have anything else?
Cantrip?
Yeah, you know what? Let's firebolt him for. Why not? Oh. JK.
You firebolt the house. It's hard to hit, you know.
There's so much going on. And I'm still holding on to our new BFF over here.
All right, he's going to, since it's his turn, he's going to try to down Frederick and then charge at Shade.
No.
The
Come on,
11 is
Frederick.
horrible, but the nat 20 will hit.
No, Frederick.
Frederick, no.
Oh, that is just enough to drop him.
No,
Frederick falls.
Not again.
If we really care, we do have a health potion, I'm pretty sure.
Frederick must make a death saving throw. How do these creatures make death saving throws? I think it's just 1d20, right? Like no modifiers, like con.
I'm
or
pretty
anything
sure,
like that?
yes.
That's one
Let's
positive.
go. Success.
It's Yuri. Sorry, it was supposed to be Shade after. It was supposed to be Shade after. The Wraith will just reposition itself again. But then it is Yuri's go.
Okay. I take it this darkness barrier is still solid.
It actually seems to be slowly fading, but it isn't quite yet.
So I cannot get out of it just yet.
You think that you could force your way through if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah.
You think it's still
so-
preventing
so-
magical spells, but you could just force your way through. It's not solid anymore.
I see. Okay.
It's like a mesh weave.
I mean,
but
if
you
could I like keep one hand stuck through it, still inside?
by one hand, what do you mean? Do you mean one of your hands? Do you mean one of like the hands you have in your
Can I
pocket?
fire an eldritch blast from one of the floating hands? That'd be great.
Actually, that I'm gonna write that down. That should be a cool high level technique that you can learn. Fire
Yeah,
eldritch
literally the only reason I
blast.
care about it is because if I can get outside of the darkness, I can still see, which means I'll have advantage on my attack rolls. But if I cannot make the attack rolls from outside, it's fine. I can just roll
Yeah, you
straight.
can make your attack rolls from outside.
All right, brilliant.
Unseen attacker.
15
Yeah,
Didn't
that
need
hits.
it.
for 6 damage.
Okay. All right. If you don't have anything else, it's Torque.
Mm-hmm. That's everything.
All right. My cannon is still alive. And it really wishes that armor was not. So we're going to see if we can make that happen. 5. That's... Oh, come on, cannon.
It takes the full 5.
All right. I don't have anything left. So we're going to make an acid splash attack.
You wanted to do what? Make a dexterity save?
Dex or take 6.
All right, it passes. You should make a con save. I bet that'd be fun. Make a con save, please. But it does pass.
All right, that's Torque's turn. I'm all out of resources.
All right, means Kailash is next.
Okay, tried and true. Ooh, I want to use a luck point to give myself advantage if that misses. I know I won't take the crit, but if that misses, I will use a luck point.
It does miss. You can make a luck roll.
Okay. Does 16 hit?
In its current state, yes.
Oh, hell yes.
Because someone happened to take the arm that it was using to hold a shield.
What are you
Nice.
So it cannot use a shield anymore. Alright, it tries clawing to Shade to make one last halberd attack, but the party guns it down before Shade even has to like make another round of attacks on it.
Let's go, sharpshooter.
Thanks,
Hell
best friend.
yes. Anytime, best friend.
That was a lot. Never want to do that again.
Did we win? Did we
need to
win the show?
stabilize Frederick.
Can we help Frederick?
Do I have
Oh,
medicine?
Frederick.
I don't think I have medicine.
I
We-
have medicine.
We do have like yeah, if you got
If
a slot,
we-
we're gonna need
it-
a long rest anyway, so
Yeah, it could heal you too, Yuri. I'll do healing word. Wow. Okay.
She's back. Come back to us, Frederick.
You were able to breathe new life into him. Is
I'm also gonna mend my cannon. I'll mend my cannon until it's.
oh,
at
I think the stream died.
Did the stream die?
Oh, it says stream ended. No.
Oh,
No,
is
stream,
it
come back.
back? I can't tell.
Oh no,
It's
we're
back.
back. We're back. It's back.
We're back. The stream did not end.
The stream never ends.
The stream never ends. Yeah, I'm gonna heal my cannon to full with mending. Let's go, cannon. You're with me through the whole house of horrors.
The cannon lives too.
Everyone lives. Let's go.
We
We're
did
back.
it.
We investigated every room. We saved every NPC except for the helmed horror, which attacked us.
He wanted his hand back.
Anything change about Harold or Frederick once the house dies, or does their new form seem permanent?
Frederick is still a gargoyle. Harold is still sleeping.
Huh. So the house changed them permanently, or maybe they weren't right that the house changed them. Interesting. Do either of them seem to have any cursed item in their possession?
You want to like search Harold to see if he has anything?
Yeah, I want to search Harold to see what he has on him.
You don't think that he has he only has one like noticeable thing other than the clothes that he's wearing, which is a coin purse. And when you check the coins, they seem to be minted from some country that you don't recognize. You don't recognize the types of coins. But he has 15 gold from this strange, with this strange
Can I
minting.
recognize the language on the coins, or is there no writing on them?
What languages do you speak?
Fair. I speak languages abyssal and common.
Nope.
Fair. I'm surprised. Aren't you supposed to know like more languages based on your int modifier or something, or is that like different?
You're thinking of like Pathfinder or 3.5.
Okay. Languages are completely like different in 5e. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I don't suppose there's any check I can roll to see if I like recognize a language I'm not proficient in. Like, I don't know, history.
With this language, I don't think so.
Okay, it's like it's like niche enough that I like absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a common language. It's not something that people would like recognize. It's not like Elvish or Dwarvish where you're like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah, I was trying to like be big brained, where it's like I don't know like the Spanish like fluently, but I like recognize Spanish. But I've never seen this before, so there's no way I could recognize.
Yeah, there's an argument that Spanish you could recognize or French you could recognize, but like Egyptian hieroglyphs you can't.
Yeah, fair.
I've got common, draconic, goblin, and infernal. Any of those?
I'll ask Frederick if he recognizes the
as
coins.
well.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh
does he?
wait, actually, I have a free cast of comprehend languages. Can that work?
Is that free?
Whoa.
Yes, that'll
I
work.
have a free one. Yeah.
Dude, that's hype. Does comprehend
yeah.
languages tell you what language it is, or only let you read it?
I think it just lets you read it.
Ooh, so you can like read a
would
language
be
without like knowing what language
interesting.
it is. That's interesting.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you
You
hear.
don't
You
get
also
to know what
understand any
language it
written
is.
language that you see.
That's actually
That's
so
crazy.
cool.
The coins have a simple phrase printed on or minted on all of them. The soul remembers.
Gold coin?
Technically 15 gold pieces.
Hey, like, far be it from me to rob you guys of your treasure.
Hey, I
You
mean,
wanna
it's
use them
Harold's
as
treasure.
gold
Do you really
pieces,
want
like-
to take it off of him?
Oh, that's fair. Like, you could decide not to rob him.
Who is this? Is this Frederick while he's unconscious, or?
sorry,
no, it's
Harold,
Harold.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Sorry, I had to step away. I coughed and my entire body decided to fall apart.
Oh, you're all good, yeah.
Love that.
The halberd that the helmed horror was using is also something that can be added to the inventory.
Nice.
Oh, hey, we can give that to Shade.
No, I have my special one.
This one's also pretty special.
You may use your wisdom instead of your strength when making attacks and calculating damage. Oh man, if only it said intelligence. Then I
If it said charisma. Oh, wait, I can already do that.
Hex blades.
I
But you
mean,
can't do
I
it
guess I'll
all
take it if
weapons.
no one else wants it, but
I think you're the only one that has a high wisdom. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
it's true.
I just have a 10 wisdom. I'm not particularly
Okay.
wise.
Well, I guess instead of collecting hands, Shade will start collecting halberds. This is the way.
Yeah, but the party can heal Frederick so he's no longer dying. They can rob Harold while he's sleeping. The house continues to shrink a little bit until Darcia comes up, like begins approaching you. She'll pull out a lantern from her hip, and the house will turn into this little bluish spirit, fly into the lantern, and then she'll put it back on her hip. See,
That's
that wasn't that difficult, was it?
I get the feeling you weren't expecting us to get this far.
I don't like to have expectations. You only get disappointed at the outcome.
That's strange. That's what every woman I've slept with has ever said to me. I'm sorry, what?
What?
Ooh.
Wait, what? Anyways,
Moving swiftly on.
Moving onward.
No, let's linger on that for a bit. What was this about women?
That was a crazy house we just fought, isn't it, guys? Wow.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Did
from
you
the love
sleep
life
with
discussion.
anybody inside it?
That would be unwise.
I don't think we had time for a nap, as far as I remember.
Thank you, Shade.
Uh,
Can you fix them, Darcia? Frederick and Harold, their names were. Claimed they
No, not Ken. Fix them. We're not asking.
It's not within my capabilities to.
Okay, then figure it out.
They wouldn't like that. They're like that.
Okay, then compensate them in
because-
some way. Especially that one over there. He's asleep now, but he was having a panic attack while we were in the house.
How long have they been in there?
You don't understand. I didn't put them in there. You're all adventurers. The house is supposed to be a challenge for you. It's not supposed to do things to you, except death, I suppose. But it's not supposed to transform you into anything. They weren't transformed. They were placed in the house like that by something or someone. I could look into providing them some sort of housing, and I could begin to look into how to revert them like that. But they've been like that for longer than I've been in possession of the house.
So the house is something you found like that.
It was a gift from my patron.
That sounds warlocky to me. If I was a warlock patron, yep.
Patron can mean business partner too.
The house did look suspiciously like a fish. Wouldn't happen to be working for an aboleth, would you? Anyways,
In a snowy mountain? No.
an ice aboleth in the ice lake? No, probably not.
You are on a lake. It's frozen over. Or you're not on, but next to.
So your house didn't like suffer any permanent damage?
No, it suffered permanent damage. It will heal, but it will scar.
I see. Well, it seemed pretty evil, so I'm not sure I feel too terrible about it.
You shouldn't. It is.
Will it generate new creatures like Frederick and Harold the next time it pops into existence?
No.
Okay, so we did rescue fixtures though, and none of the previous adventurers tried to rescue people.
To be honest, you're the most successful crew that's ever gone inside.
Does that
You're not
mean
the
we
only
get a
people that
bonus
have-
prize?
Can I
Not
rile up the crowd
necessarily.
to make them make her pay us more?
That sounds like a charisma check.
Yeah, you can make a performance check, I'd say here.
All right. Can my hands give me hits?
They can clap.
Your hands can clap. Yeah, they can give you advantage.
Brilliant. 14.
Yeah, the crowd was really liked your guys' expedition. I can't necessarily pay you directly like a lot more for your success here. However, I can offer you an additional show, one that is much safer than the one that you just passed through. And I can pay you for
or
that.
safe?
When you're
Wait,
dealing
how-
with monsters, you're never entirely safe. But if you speaking difficult, judging based off what you just did and what you accomplished, it shouldn't be dangerous to any of you.
So our prize for defeating your game show is to compete in yet another game show.
What is this, Mr. Beast?
Well,
Ah, yes.
Mr. Beast, now
One of
canon in
those
Elysium.
Squid Games, as they call it.
Well, no, I will both A, pay you for what you did, and B, provide assistance in locating the wizard that you wanted information on.
Don't
And
forget
then
that.
additionally, I will offer you a spot in another show.
Alright, but this time around, I want the full details of what the hell we're getting ourselves into before we proceed.
And you commit to housing Frederick and Harold and putting considerable resources towards their rehabilitation.
Especially Harold. He needs a therapist.
He needs
I can look into it. I'm not a spellcaster by any measure. So I do not know necessarily what's wrong with him. Other than that, he is cursed. Both of them
I
are.
cannot have you commit to results, but I will have you commit to effort. You will do everything in your power to restore them. And failing that, you will give them somewhere safe to live out the remainder of their days.
Could you re-say that? You're kind of quiet, Chris. I don't know if that's just on my end.
Yes.
No,
I
it's
said,
quiet
while you
for me
cannot
too.
commit to the results of their rehabilitation, I will have you commit to effort. You'll do everything you can, and if you fail to rehabilitate them, you will make sure they have somewhere to live out the remainder of their days safely. Especially Harold, who I greatly fear might cause harm to himself, who was not well.
I can agree to those terms.
I find this acceptable. Assuming the place that they live out is not back inside the house.
Wait, no. You said I'd take care of them. You didn't say that I had to put them on a 5-star resort.
No, but they need to be safe. The inside of that house was not safe.
They did not take a single point of damage until you talked to them.
And what
Fair, I
happens the next time you send someone in there and they talk to them?
That is a fair question, but I'm hoping that this will be the final time I have to run this show.
guess. Have to?
Have to. Yes.
Who's making you? The wizard?
Not the wizard, no. Business.
Your
I only
patron?
run this show when I need to. But I
You are
prefer
short on
not
cash.
to. Yes.
Happens to all of us.
I'm glad you understand.
As long as you weren't directly involved in the suffering of Harold and Frederick. I do. Adventurers do stupid stuff to put them in mortal danger all the time. If they understand what they're getting themselves into, I'm not particularly angry that some failed and perished. They knew what they signed up for. That's what you do when you're an adventurer.
Did they though? Did we know what we signed up for?
I thought we did. Mortal peril and monsters were very clearly mentioned.
Yeah, mortal peril and monsters, not the house itself being one of those monsters.
It's just a bigger
Well,
monster.
From what I know from entertainment, there's supposed to be a twist at the end. of
Yeah, for
every
the
story.
audience.
And it was for the audience.
It was for the audience.
Yeah, and us.
No, it wasn't for us.
What would we have done if I had run out of spell slots?
I
The
perished.
reactions were more
You
authentic
did.
this way.
I thought you asked the question, are there mimics? And I told you yes. I thought I told you that there were mimics. Did I leave this part out?
I'm sorry, I've never come across a mimic the size of a house before.
They're native up
I
here.
don't think most people have come across a mimic the size of a house before. Can you name 10?
Can I name 10?
10?
I've only seen
10
3,
mimics?
personally.
John, George, Jeff.
Stacy?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to most of them. They kind of have this, they give off this vibe of how they want to eat me.
Yeah, so imagine my surprise when we're inside the thing already that's trying to eat us.
Well, Yuri, you can just add this to the wealth of experience that you will no doubt get on this strange journey we're on.
Well, you're lucky I made it out of there with an extra hand and not losing one.
But payment, I did promise that I would pay you. So she has a chest, or she will go get a chest, and bring it back, which has 100 gold pieces in it.
Each?
25 for each. No, not 100 gold pieces each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, total. 100 gold pieces total.
Well, I can't speak for the rest of the party, but I think I would like to know what information you have to offer before we make up our mind about game show number 2.
Yes. Well, you can participate in the game show whenever as long as it's before I leave town. The information, we should probably get out of the cold first. It's getting kind of late. Why don't you all come to my estate?
And a place not surrounded by hundreds of adoring fans.
Yes. Let them clap, cheer your names, and then inevitably fade into the night.
Can I notice anyone suspicious in the crowd?
Maybe. Make a perception check. Or an animal perception check. I forgot that joke.
Nothing for me.
All you can see are people cheering.
Fair.
Unless you have like a more specific description on what suspicious means.
Not really.
Oh, I have a question. What do you know about a mysterious ghostly spirit that's just around, but not seemingly doing anything?
I would question whether you're hallucinating or not. A lot of people get lightheaded from the altitude climb.
Really, lady, you're going to
certain you
pull
saw
that on
this?
us. After everything we've seen tonight, you're going to tell us that we're hallucinating.
I'm not the one saying that I see ghosts. Now, there could absolutely be ghosts. It hasn't been the first time that there have been banshees or spirits to haunt the mountains. However, it is very unusual for them to come this close to town. They don't like the light.
It was standing up against your, like, it was in a standoff by the looks of it against the house. So, yeah,
I mean,
definitely weird.
Wasn't Shade the only one that saw it with the sea invisibility, or did you have the sea invisibility?
So let's just hand wave it and say Shade mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
I definitely saw it, but I also definitely told everyone else that I saw it.
Gotcha.
There we go. Hand wave. We have 4 of those now.
I don't think I literally said that, but you know, he did the battle.
To be fair, I don't think Darcia would know much about it. It was tailing us from way before we arrived in this town anyway.
Yeah, but more of a general question than like, oh, what do you know about it specifically?
I like him. I don't know why. I just do.
Well, unless it's Darcia in a ghost costume. But yes, unfortunately, I do not know why it's trailing you or anything about it, other than the fact that there are ghosts occasionally on the mountains, and I would not suggest following them in the dead of night. But come, let's get tea and stew.
Stew, not soup. Good.
What's your bias against soup?
Oh, nothing. Just try
And
to feed to this
I-
guy
There's
with
plenty of that in the
backstab
bowl.
me,
I know
Oh,
your
no.
bias against soup.
you know?
I know it. But she'll try to lead you all, if you're willing to follow, over to this kind of secluded house. To this kind of secluded, and it's not small, but it's not lavish either. It feels very homely. Very well maintained. No cobwebs. Very warm and pleasant. And she will get you all seated and serve you what looks to be some sort of decent stew and tea. What are your questions about this wizard?
When we spoke previously, you alluded to knowing of whom we spoke. I guess any general information would be great because we have none of our own.
He traveled relatively by himself, but there was someone else working with him. I don't know the other person because they avoided town. They avoided the town, but I know that he's working with somebody else. He wanted general directions to some ruins that are further up on the mountain. Now, the ruins aren't safe, and we don't go to them anymore. As I mentioned earlier, there are ghosts, and we have had incidents surrounding that area, but he was interested in those ruins. I didn't get a good vibe from him, so I gave him the directions, and then he left, and we had no more issues.
And you have no information about where he left to?
Well, he went in the direction of those ruins, so I'd imagine that he went there, but I technically did not trail him, so I do not know if that's correct.
When did
And how
this
long
occur?
ago was this? Oh, sorry.
Same question.
No more than 48 hours ago. He left relatively the day after you all came into town.
Okay, out of character, is this wizard the same guy from the train, a different guy, or I'm like a little bit...
Yes, it's the
loose on
same guy.
details.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, your mission was to find him and try to bring him back to Mirage, and failing that, to kill him.
Gotcha. So he survived getting hit by a train.
Well,
Did he get hit by the train?
I thought we hit him with the train, but
you hit the
I don't
cart that he
remember
was
that.
in. He had a moment to react the moment that the train was going to him at full speed.
We also
Alright,
suspect
fair.
he isn't working for the government and isn't working for the rebels, and so represents some third party.
Right.
and the blade that I picked up, that did not belong to the wizard, but an agent of the rebels.
That is correct, yes.
Or am I... Okay, gotcha.
These ruins, how far away are they?
On foot? Which I would suggest going, unless you have an animal used to this terrain. Maybe about 8 hours. It's
Would you
another
say
reason
that
why it's
a
dangerous is because you'd have
ramen
to...
bowl on wheels would be able to traverse that kind of terrain?
A ramen
Just
bowl
gonna
on
say the same
wheels.
thing. How quickly do you think we could get there?
It's like, it's great that that's on foot times, but how about in bowl times?
It is an all.
They see
Terrain
me
vehicle.
bowling.
How much faster does carts actually work? I need a license to drive a burger. Let me check marching pace real quick.
Bull's voice goes at the speed of light. Everybody knows that.
Speed plus 10?
So it would take about, it would cut the time relatively by 2 hours. It's not going to heavily cut the time because you'd have to take a slightly alternate route because you wouldn't be able to climb. Because I don't think the ramen bowl can fly, unless it can. Because I don't remember if
It
it's
can't
Tensor's
fly
floating disc or if it's
yet.
a horse-pulled cart.
Bull's voice airlines. Anybody?
Even if it was Tensor's floating disk, I think it can't climb more than like 5 feet at a time, right? So.
That's correct. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I think it was legit just a cart, and then we
Yeah.
we went off on an entire tangent. So it's a cart with silent image cast on it, and somehow a permanent prestidigitation to make it smell like the ramen too.
You just need a thermal, I believe it's called a thermal cube, to make it so that it constantly feels warm as well. But I don't actually remember what that magic item's called. Yeah, it's a
I know
thermal
there's
cube.
a ring that does that.
A thermal cube, 3-inch cube of solid brimstone generates enough dry heat to keep the temperature within 15 feet of 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius.
Brilliant. That's the engine.
But he didn't stay in town long, and yeah, he went up those.
Well, going now would be suicide, even if we could catch up. We are definitely in no condition to be fighting.
Yes, I believe we should sleep. Or in my case, deactivate.
Well, I hope whatever work he has there is enough to keep him occupied for 8 hours. How long do we need to rest for?
I could go for a night's rest.
A warlock not taking a short rest? What is this?
I only get 2 of those, so you can't
true.
abuse the heck out of it.
Kailash, since you like to sleep with women, are you going to stay here with Miss Darcia?
Oh, I fully intend to. I mean, whatever you guys need. I'm for the party after all.
Oh boy.
On
I
a
won't be
completely
here for the
unrelated
night.
note, Darcia, what is your favorite flower?
It's a midnight iris, but it doesn't grow up
Good
here
to
in the
know.
mountains.
I'm asking for a friend.
He's
What?
asking for me.
I'll take the ramen bowl, please. Do you all have any other questions for her?
Well, yes, in fact, I do. Before we go, Darcia, there's still a matter of my payment to discuss.
Yes.
Before I decided that I would definitely risk my life entertaining the fair folk of this town and earning you, I imagine, a fair price in admission, more than you paid us. Again, I would imagine business, operation expenses. You mentioned you might be able to help me with one of 2 requests. The first is I come from a small island nation on the other side of the Frost Peak Summit. We're looking to export a rather rare mineral resource and therefore are looking for business partners. It's very imperative we make some profit, again, business expenses, to be able to defend our island against the second question, the company, whose identity still remains very much shrouded in mystery, even though we did work for them for a time before we drove them off the island. People we've talked to don't seem to know much about them. All I do know, however, is it's very likely they came through somewhere around Frost Peak Summit, as you need to pass through here to make it to the coast, unless you want to go around the mountain range. So an answer to either of those questions, or both, would be very helpful. Well, I mean, one of them wasn't a question, but a request. But...
I could speak with my patron in this matter, but I would not be able to respond to you instantaneously.
On which one? Buying something from me, or telling me about the company?
Both.
Both. Both is good. All right. I understand. How long would I expect to wait for a response?
Are you planning on tracking the wizard to the ruins?
We are. I am.
When you return. Presuming that you don't return instantaneously.
Fair. Understood. That would
Yes,
work.
I only wish to make deals with the living.
I can trust you to be here when I return, yes?
No, you can't.
Ah.
I
If-
will be here, but you shouldn't trust me to be here.
Then could you give me a way to contact you if you aren't?
No. Be successful. Be quick. Merchants don't have time to stay around forever. And I don't have sending stones to give out like candy.
And you don't know where you might go?
You could
can't-
leave a note.
That's true. I would be traveling to Araheim, most likely.
Oh, we're planning on going back to Araheim ourselves in not too long, so that actually would work. If
There
we
you
don't find
go.
you here, I'll expect to see you in Araheim.
I'll be at Billy's shop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Billy, he gave me a tattoo.
I knew he had connections, but I never would have guessed.
Billy is Darcia's patron. Billy is everyone's patron.
Billy was the one who gifted her the mimic.
The fantasy way of asking someone out. Let me get your sending stone.
Yeah, it
real
was
quick.
a business model, portable housing.
Wow.
All right. If anybody if any of you have any other questions, in between sessions that you want to just retroactively ask her, like TK, you said that is a-okay, and you could just ask the questions whenever, either through text or at the start of next session, and that'll be fine. But otherwise, she'll finish her food that she gave you, and then the moment that you're all finished, she will escort you out of her house, and then lock the door behind. Probably.
Lock the door.
Oh,
behind you.
damn.
Did I see the key that she gave you?
No.
Can I replicate it with prestidigitation?
No, she locked it with arcane lock. Please, no.
Can we level up so I can take knock?
Well, technically, the party does level up at the end of this session.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys are going to be
Level
level 5. You're just asking a little bit ahead of time.
Hell yes.
If I was a wizard, I'd be so hyped because I get third level spells, but I'm an artificer, so.
I get second level spells, guys.
Ooh, I get extra attack.
I don't know what I get, but I'm excited.
Clerics-
You get to be one level closer to ridiculously powerful flight.
Light?
Flight. Level 6.
Oh,
You get to fly.
What, you're Twilight Cleric?
yes.
You didn't use, your Twilight thing at all.
I forgot I had it.
Sounds
That would've been,
about
so
right.
good. All the combats where we're in risk of death throughout the entire
My
session.
features and traits tab is sorely underused.
It's all good. Maybe someone ambushes us in the middle of the night and we need more HP. You know? We have it.
You right.
It added. She didn't use it for the dramatic tension.
Dramatic
Gosh.
Yeah, if you would have healed
it's
the
what
party...
my character would have done.
Yeah, if you would have healed the party, what? That would have been being an actual cleric. You can't do that.
I know.
But then we would have lost all the tension of the gargoyle almost dying and stuff.
You know,
All of us almost dying.
the drama of the show was really the
You know, could we use that
Priority.
to get her to pay us more?
Wait,
Hey, we
use
held
what?
back for the sake of your audience's entertainment.
No, she already paid you
I
way
think we
more
already
than she
pressured
should
her to
have.
pay us as much as possible. She's not willing to bend any further. She wants us out of her house.
Yeah, she wants you to leave.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
man.
Master N.
Let's go.
That's the other hand that TK took from the guy from the Helm Horror.
Yes.
And if you want the other hand, you
Just
can
call me the handyman.
Oh,
Well, if she's still around by the time we get back, I wouldn't mind taking place in the other game show. As terrifying as it was, I do have to say I had some fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We made some new best friends.
Indeed.
As you're all leaving, the sea invisibility picks up again. It's very far away, but Shade can see the Wraith. It's kind of just chilling and vibing at the moment. But it is backed pretty far away, maybe 300 feet, and it's just watching you.
Gotta love ghosts.
if there's a way I can talk to this thing. Nope. I need a nap.
Well, hopefully we can find lodging here. We are celebrities for the time being.
The party can go back to the same house that was already, like, that they were already given permission to use, or they can go find an actual inn.
I mean, free house.
Yeah, free house.
Was it like
Free
people
house.
down or anything?
Well, it's trapped.
Oh,
I
Oh.
mean, it's perfectly
did I
fine. It's just not as
forget that?
nice.
Mm.
Mostly.
We are rather wealthy now. We could afford the nicer tavern if we wanted.
Yeah,
The
let's.
Torque
I
doesn't care much
feel like
either way. He carries his
should-
home on his back, as all turtles do.
we should treat ourselves.
do you think if we head to the tavern and ask Darcia to come with us, she'll let us buy her a drink?
Yeah, why not?
Kailash will just turn right around and knock on the door again.
You knock on the door, she opens it. Did you forget something?
Not at all. We were just wondering, you know, being celebrities and all, we were headed down to the tavern, and we, as a party, were wondering if we could get you a drink. You know, as a return for your hospitality and honestness about the situation.
We? I thought it was you.
I'll pay for it if that's what you want.
I mean, you don't have to use us as an excuse to ask her out.
I'm cooking over. I just turn around. I'm working on something.
I'll back off.
Okay. As much as I do appreciate the offer, I don't actually drink.
Well, everyone drinks.
Not everyone.
I had my first alcohol the other day.
But you're a robot.
See, everyone drinks.
I still don't think that's entirely correct, but I will accept your offer.
Fantastic. And hey, maybe you can introduce us to some of the more unsavory characters. I know my friend over there is always looking for people to network with. What say you?
All right. For reference, real quick, which friend did you mention about unsavory friends? Okay. That's who I presumed, but like, depending upon how you point to, you could mean an entirely different thing. And I was just wondering if Yuri was going to steal some guy's hand.
You presumed I only
I've
interact
only
with
taken it
unsavory
from-
characters.
I've only taken hands off of an animated armor and a helmed horror.
So far.
Yeah, but also when I mentioned Garrick had a mechanical hand, you, like, I heard furious scribbling.
Do you want one of my hands, Yuri?
No, that's quite alright. I like you with your hands intact.
To the tavern then.
Appreciate the offer though.
Yeah, you can all go to the tavern. It's pretty active right now. I do need perception checks when you all go in. Oh, okay, never mind. Kailash will just pass, I suppose. Everybody else can make it to see if you see as well, and if you notice it.
I have my special eyes.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
gee.
Oh, tragic.
Yuri.
Okay,
There's
so
no hands involved. I'm not paying attention.
so Kailash sees it. Shade puts on the new special goggles and sees it. Torque sees it. TK's playing. I mean, or Yuri's playing with his two new hands.
Yeah, he's
wrestling them
using
with each other?
sticks. He's just playing sticks with them.
Yeah, teaching them how to play spoons. The people of this town seem off. Like, they seemed off when you first got here. You really got that impression, but they weren't doing anything necessarily. They were just trying to avoid you. Now they're doing something, and you re-get this feeling that things are off. And, like, everyone is kind of off. They don't feel... What's the right way to say this? Real? For lack of a better word? They are mechanical. Not in, like, physical nature, because Shade's a machine. They're not mechanical in that. They're mechanical in the way that they do the same thing. They act the same way. They don't seem to change. They're in a pattern, a loop. And relatively everyone is. You don't notice anyone that's not, actually.
I'm going to... Just because something is wrong doesn't mean you should poke it. Okay. I don't think I do anything.
Taking note of this, but also not really wanting to poke around too much, I think I'll just try and get everyone some drinks. Any special requests? Does anyone want anything?
I mean, Torque will request his favorite. I forget the name of the drink. Which is
His favorite, which I also forgot the name, but it's like Dragon Breath Ale or something like that.
I think actually I told the barkeep for my usual, and then you came up with a name for what my usual was, and I think it was Dragon something.
Yeah, I think it was like Dragon Breath Ale or something like that. They do not have that because they do not have your usual up here.
I'll take whatever else they have by then, I guess.
What's the price of ale in D&D?
Don't know.
1 second.
Yeah, like it
Lodging,
was
5
The
each.
barkeeper
something.
also seem
It was
mechanical.
very cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap. You could probably like buy yourself a bunch for, I think, like half a gold or something like that.
Oh, sweet.
You want my ale sheet?
Let's
Couple copper or
let's
silver,
bring
depending
back
on my ale
free
sheet.
ale.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my god.
Free ale. Free
Free
ale.
ale's here and everything, so it works out.
We gotta canonically add Blaze into Araheim Shore.
Does the barkeeper also seem to act mechanical?
Yes, he does. You seem to breathe a little bit of life into him when he interacts with you because he has to react to what you're doing. And he does react to what you're doing, but otherwise, yeah, he doesn't really change.
How much? How many other people are in the tavern tonight?
Oh,
Orca.
roll
Oh my god, we're in
Please.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
8, 15. Why is there an orc on the screen?
Torque will offer to buy everyone else in the tavern around. In celebration of the victory
Why
today.
is there an orca on the screen?
I don't know.
We're in Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody run across the boardwalk.
What? I don't know. There was an orca. Okay.
I miss him.
I'll guess carry snooze otage. Here we can bring him back. I can manually place him.
Back. Let's go.
Yay.
There we go. This picture actually looks so happy. I don't know how he looks happy. He looks
Happy Orca.
yeah.
Probably just ate something.
Yeah, Blue Hedgehog.
The icon is to scale. He's the size of the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's happy to be contained at SeaWorld. All the orcas at SeaWorld. But
Oh,
yeah,
man,
he
I
does
can't
react
answer
to finish answering the question, Chris. He does seem to like be a little bit more interactive and reactive the moment that like a party member goes and talks to him, because like you're talking to him, he has to respond to what you do. But as soon as you're done, he seems to go back to his otherwise predetermined pattern.
I'll also offer to buy a round for the tavern and like watch everyone else's like reactions to getting a free drink.
They clap and cheer. and shout free ale. But otherwise, the free ale is not to match the legendary blaze. And they seem to quiet down shortly afterwards.
Is it sort of an uncanny cheering, like they're on a laugh track or something?
Yeah, actually. Damn right.
Everyone is like not some loner in the corner who's like different from everyone else and isn't acting strange. Everyone's off.
Correct, yeah. You actually think that someone like hiding in the corner and being suspicious would be much more normal here, because there's almost always someone like that in the tavern. There's almost always a rogue, but there's no rogues. They're all just very robotic and mechanical.
What is? I'll like lean over and whisper to Darcia. What is up with everyone here?
This is the town. It's just how it's always been.
You said you came to this town a while ago. How long ago was that?
First time I came to this town was about 4 years ago.
when
And
you saw
things
your-
were...
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, continue.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, and things were as they are now. I don't think I need to put into words the strangeness of this place.
That is correct.
And not once have you tried to get to the bottom of it.
I'm not concerned by it.
That in itself is kind of concerning.
She's a woman of business. If it doesn't make her money, she doesn't care.
Do you like their mechanical nature because it makes them easy to protect and therefore easy to get coin?
It doesn't actually make them easier to predict. But I could understand why you would think that. They're easy to predict right now, but tomorrow they'll be different. They aren't like this day in, day out. They shift. They change. They evolve.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Are they mimics?
No. No, they're not all mimics.
All right, I just had to be sure. Have you ever seen any?
How can you be sure?
I suppose I cannot. But I do not think that there is a town of mimics. That is about all I can promise.
Has anyone ever left this town?
No.
And no one's ever joined either. I imagine I know why the adventurers left so quickly now, the ones that succeeded.
People have joined. They've just never left.
You sound like you know more than you're letting on, and as much as I love a mysterious woman, we kind of need to know what's happening here.
Your concern is with the wizard, isn't it? I would suggest you keep that as your primary concern. People have gone missing for asking the same questions that you just did.
Did those people blow up a house?
Technically, no.
Are you
Okay.
threatening
I
us?
think an exception can be made.
Are you threatening us or are you warning us?
I am warning you. Not
Insight
threatening.
Barnacles.
You should-
She seems to be relatively truthful. She's trying to evade it. The things that she's evading, you obviously can tell that she's lying. But about that specific statement about how she's trying to warn you rather than intimidate you does seem to strike true.
Okay.
You're not certain if there's concern behind her warning, but she is trying to give you the warning.
Does this town have a jail?
No.
I imagine it would not need one. No one would ever act out of turn.
The people that act out of turn are executed.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Who executes them?
The town guard.
Are they also
Or-
affected by this malady?
More accurately, let me remedy my statement. They are not executed. They are put under trial, and if they fail the trial, then they die.
Is the trial your house?
No, my house is entertainment.
Why can't it be both?
And what need do you have to entertain these people if they're just mechanical, robotic, doing the same things day in and day out?
I don't need to entertain them, but I gain benefit from doing it. I don't think that they need to be entertained, but if they will pay my fees, then do I need to ask the question?
Who pays them?
She shrugs.
Where does the gold come from?
It's odd to me that you're not more curious about your current situation.
Well, I haven't lived here for 4 years, but I've lived for 4 years since coming here. And I partially have done that because I'm not curious. It's dangerous.
I'm not
to
good
ask
at
questions.
riddles either.
He's saying there's no money to be made by asking the question.
I'm saying that it's safer, and that there is no point for me to. There's no benefit.
Right, so no money to be made for asking the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Is she reacting to the alcohol in any way? Is she even accepting it, or is she just sitting there?
She'll drink it. Yeah, she'll drink whatever you put in front of her.
Never have I wanted the dream spell that I never understood the reason for more than this weird situation. I think it's like a 5e spell where you can like go in someone's dreams or something that I never understood, but that actually is still useful here. I don't even know what
I
spell.
think there's a similar thing, though I actually don't know if this is homebrew or if it's base game.
I
I
might be able
think-
to get that spell.
With
Consume
dream,
memory,
I
modify
believe
memory.
you create their
to get.
dreams.
Alright.
Yeah.
It was like a mid-level spell, one of those like weird spells that like seem to have really niche utility. Like, yeah, it's kind of a red herring to throw in here. I was thinking about it for some reason. We haven't slept here yet, actually. Maybe there's some sort of weird thing going on with sleep. Who knows? No,
Is it
we
safe
did.
to
We did
sleep
a
here?
Short rest. We did a long rest. I don't think.
I've slept here, but I also sleep on the outskirts of town. I don't
And you've never
believe that they
worried about
like to
coming under
target
this spell?
travelers.
I see.
I don't know that it's a spell, to be certain. It could be a cult, for all I'm aware. But they don't like to... She'll actually lower her voice pretty significantly at this, when she's saying this. I don't believe that they like to target travelers, because they don't want to bring awareness to it. If travelers start going missing, if people start knowing that there is something wrong, then there's a problem. They only target people that are planning on staying here.
I'd be getting those old ones Cthulhu vibes.
Aboleth at the bottom of the lake, right?
And by
Oh, it's a
they,
orca.
you mean the townspeople?
I don't know what I mean by they. I mean by the force behind it. Whether it's a cult, a spell, some dark patron of the abyss. I don't know.
Well, I suppose we have a question to ask. How sidetracked do we let ourselves become? Do we pursue the wizard, or do we try to figure out the mystery of this town? Or do we pursue the wizard first and try to figure out the mystery later, or...
Wizard is definitely the more pressing of the issues, I would say.
I agree. The town isn't going anywhere, and neither are the townspeople. And if they've been here
Apparently.
for the past 4 years,
No one's ever
I'm
left,
sure
so-
they can wait. Yeah.
As much as I'd love to get to the bottom of this mystery, I think you're right.
And you can't promise, he turns to Darcia, and you can't promise you'll be here when we return.
I presume
Right, but
that
she's
I
going
will
to
be.
Araheim.
Yeah, she said that
But
she couldn't because she's a business.
depending upon how long you're out, I could be back in Araheim by then. If you're gone for a week, do not count on me being here when you arrive. If you're gone for a couple days, I probably will not have left town yet.
And if we were to try and uncover the mystery of this town at any point in the future, could we count on your help?
That's tricky. It depends on
What
what
if I
you
message
asked
her
my
and ask
assistants.
her the same question?
She will respond very sharply with, I would need to see both benefit and safety precautions before that.
I mean, she did directly state that she was a businesswoman and B, hadn't survived this long in the town by not asking questions. It actually seems in her worst interest to stir up trouble here. The fact she's willing to consider it's interesting, though. But that's probably because she thinks she stands to gain something. Which she's not wrong, I guess.
Yeah, if you want safety, I'm your man. I love safe words.
Really? Torque did
Hey,
feel kind of bad for
Kailash?
like saying that you were hitting on her, but now Torque sees he was completely justified.
Remind me to teach you magic one of these days. I feel like you could really benefit from the message spell.
All right. Okay. I mean,
Am
it's like
I
it's
not
fair.
funny
It's like
enough?
it's good to have, right?
In all seriousness, though, we could count, you seem to have quite the arsenal of creatures at your disposal, and I don't know if you've grown to care for this place at all, but if we were to try and liberate it, I'm sure we could use the help of you and your magical menagerie.
I would be open to a future proposition. But as I had just responded to your friend, I would need both safety precautions figured out, as well as a clear benefit to doing it. And as of this moment, I see neither.
What would assuage your fears?
I'm not certain yet. Perhaps the fact that I won't be turned into a mindless zombie if I go against them. Or worse, vanish.
It would be interesting if the wizard had any answers to these questions. I forget if he had a connection to this town or not, or if he was literally just passing through.
I have
interested
never
in the
seen him
ruins.
here, except for that one time.
Fair. It might be best for us to continue this conversation once we return. Something could change, or we might have more to offer. I'm not sure.
The bull's voice may get an upgrade.
Unless anyone here had anything that they were very confident in offering at this time. We already had decided that we'd be doing this after we find the wizard.
I agree.
Yeah.
Far be it from me to tie a lady down. If you need to head out, well, I look forward to seeing you in Araheim.
Well, I'm hoping that you'll actually return in time for me to host my other game show.
The wizard might be a guest. Unwilling participant, if you will. If that would mess up your game, of course.
As I mentioned, it's much more of a peaceful one. It's spotting the difference between two objects.
Oh, I see. Like I Spy.
Yes, like I Spy.
I used to play that a lot with my old traveling companion. You remind me a lot of him.
Is that a compliment? No response. Okay. I'll take it as a no then.
Oh, I muted my mic. Shade said no, very straight, very matter-of-factly.
Oh, okay.
You remind me of my old.
I was
traveling
expecting Shade
companion.
to respond with also a random word. Like
Compliment.
tuna. Oh, I thought we
Hamburger.
were just saying random words.
Why is he back?
He was always there. I just like shrunk him a little bit. I just shrunk him.
He
a little
never
bit.
left.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna hide him behind the Bulls boys.
He's eating our ramen. Get him.
Ramen is part of the orca's, natural diet.
Yes.
The Bulls boys is a bag of holding, and the orca is just swimming around in it. Oh, that's great. Spin it so it looks like the hand's reaching in. Kelp noodles. But yes, presuming that we could find those two benefits, that was already mentioned. Oh, right. Shade was comparing it to the traveling companion that they don't like. Thinking. Difficult. I don't remember what the train of thought was.
Just Shade accidentally dissing her.
Yeah. But yeah, she will assist, or she says that she'll assist you under those two things, and that she is hoping that you will be back soon enough for to host the other game show, because she would like to compete. She would like to see you compete, and the wizard shouldn't necessarily disrupt it, but it'll be dealt with when you guys return.
If you were willing to divulge a little more information about the second game show, we might find a little more incentive to come back.
Fair enough. You have some familiarity with mimics by this point, right?
Oh yes.
The game show is quite simple. Spot the mimic.
I imagine we're not allowed to light it on fire.
Not this time, no. Basically, it will lock you in a room and you'll have to find the mimic to get out.
Ah, prop hunt.
Ooh, prop
like
actually
fun.
really is prop hunt. That's actually kind of fun. I have no idea how you pull it off in 5e, but it would be pretty fun. Like, how do you make it look off? Like look for like the eye on the book, or
I go to a Where's Waldo book, and then I'm like,
very
all right,
down
find
for
Waldo. Waldo's the
mimic
mimic.
edition. Like, if we can't find it in time, does the mimic eat us or something?
Instead of where's Waldo, it's who ate Waldo.
No, you don't. As I mentioned, it's not fatal in any way to you.
Okay, so that does not change anything about what I just said.
What do you mean it's not fatal to us?
A mimic won't pose a threat to you. So if it gets violent and attacks you, then you can defeat it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like implying that like someone else was at mortal peril, and if we failed, like they'd get it or something.
She reaches into her bag, pulls out a notebook, and then writes that down.
Wait, no,
Oh shit.
that wasn't a suggestion. Damn it.
I
feel like,
legitimately
that's a
thought
good idea.
the slurping sound I just heard was her, like, you doing Foley of her sipping her drink to dodge the question.
No, I was just thinking for a second. But that slurping sound, it looked like whoever had the sound effect. Good job. That's probably where we'll call the session tonight, if that works with you. If that works with you guys, if you don't have any other questions.
That's a pretty good stopping point, honestly.
Yeah, I will probably have more questions. I will send them asynchronously if that's all right.
Yeah. Ask questions as you guys have them, or whenever. The party can basically ask questions to her up until like you leave next session. Up until you leave for the ruins next session. Additionally, you are all level 4 no longer. You all gained a level and are now level 5.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So some people get
Meta
fireball,
magic, baby.
some people get meta magic.
Soar walk time.
But yeah, thank you all so much for playing tonight. Thank you for everyone who came into chat. Thanks for hanging out, Shore. We are probably gonna I'm gonna swap this over and raid out to someone.
Woohoo.
Thanks for the great sessions, you know.
Yeah,
Good
thank
playing with
you.
you.